Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to Pittsburgh Rebels Baseball. Keep your windows open and let the baseball in. We've got plenty of action here on WAPBA. Today we're wired here from Indianapolis, where the hometown Hoosiers will host on their own turf. Overall, they now stand at 6-2 with 4 straight wins. This is the third of a 3-game set. The Hoosiers have snookered the Rebels so far. The Hoosiers take the field here in the first. Manager McGraw sends out his squad this way. Dolan at first base. Vandergrift at second. Esmond, the shortstop. McKechnie at third. The outfield consists of Kaiser in left field, Toth in center field, and Booth over in right. Warren is behind the plate and on the mound for the Hoosiers, the right-handed Valkenburg. Now this is Valkenburg's third start of the season. 1 win, 1 loss. He won his last start. Cy has worked 18 innings. His ERA at 2. Good control. He will be facing Rebels starter right-hander Dixon. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half, so settle in. We're ready to start this game. Savage will lead off the first. The switch hitter will bat left-handed. He's contributing with the bat, hitting a solid .314. Jimmy waits. Valkenburg is ready to fire it in. The offering from Valkenburg. Savage doesn't offer, and he draws a free pass. McDonald coming up. To date, offensively, hitting at .290. 1 homer, 3 ribbies. He's walked twice in his 36 trips. Warren talking with Valkenburg. They want to hold Savage close. The hitter stands in. Pitcher Valkenburg eyeing McDonald. Now he's ready. McDonald is laying it down. Valkenburg deals, fouled away. Strike 1. Again, he squares to bunt, and he fouls it back. Strike 2. Valkenburg delivers again. The delivery. The sacrifice is on. He bleeds the ball to the left side. No way to nab the runner at second. McKechnie throws to Dolan. A sacrifice for McDonald, and Savage moves up. Well, here's Lennox. The Rebels have 1 away. Savage standing out at second. So far, carrying a .355 average. Ed has homered twice with 7 ribbies, 7 walks in his 40 trips. Valkenburg is on the slab. Right-hander Valkenburg ready. Savage at second takes a big lead. The pitch to Lennox. Breaking ball. Bounce past Valkenburg. Esmond is over. Makes a pickup. Throws quickly. And that's the second out. Savage holds. All right. Oaks is stepping up to hit against Valkenburg. He bats left-handed. He's their cleanup hitter for Pittsburgh. 2 gone, 1 on. Some success so far. Now batting .297. Lightning down at second. Valkenburg is ready to fire it in. Savage now with an aggressive lead. And a pitch. Wrapped back to the mound. And he spears it. Throws to first. And that retires the side. The line for the Rebels, 0-0-0. They leave 1. Rebels, nothing. Hoosiers coming up. For the Rebels, their record now, 5-4. Having lost 3 in a row. On the league leaderboards, they're 6th in batting average at .252. 3rd in home runs with 4. 3rd in runs. 4th in slugging. The Rebels take the field here in the first. Get your scorecard. Mack has set his opening slate. Ream at first base. Lewis at second. Holly, the shortstop. Lennox at third. Across the outfield, in left, is Savage. In center, Oaks. And over in right, McDonald. Berry is behind the plate and on the mound for the Rebels. The right-hander Dixon. Now this is Dixon's second start of the season. His record 1-0. He's coming off a win. Walt has worked 11. His ERA at 1.64. McKechnie leading it off. He's off to a good start. Now batting .324. He has 2 RBIs. The batter stands in. Berry ready to receive. Here he comes. Right down the middle. Strike 3. 1 down. Dolan getting ready to go. An unlikely hero. This is his second game so far at the plate. 0 for 1. Dolan takes his stance. Dixon focuses in on the target. The pitch. Dolan lofts an air job to left. Savage and Oaks range over. Savage says he'll take it, and he covers it. 2 away. First inning. Koff is stepping up to hit against Dixon. He bats left-handed. Batting .595. 3 home runs, and he's driven in 17. He has stolen 3 bases and been caught not at all. He's walked once in his 40 trips. I should note this. He's hit in 8 straight games. Pitcher Dixon eyeing Koff. Now he's ready. And the pitch comes in. Dixon misses. Ball 4. Koff will go to first. Esmond walking up to bat. His average at .273. He has 11 RBIs. He's walked 4 times in his 37 trips. Dixon focuses in on the target. Quick move to the plate. Swung on. Strike. Koff is off to the races. Berry strong arms it down there. And they nail him. They lose a runner. Side retired. For the Hoosiers, no runs on no hits, so they do not score. No score here after 1. For Pittsburgh, here in the second, Berry, Lewis, and Holly. Here's Berry to start it off. Poor start for Berry. His average at .161. Right-hander Valkenburg ready. And the pitch comes in. Grounded to third. The throw to first. And he's out. 1 down. Lewis up there. Jack has yet to get on track at the plate. So far, hitting at .241. Lewis does not reach a lot. Lewis stands in. Catcher ready. The pitch. Lewis pops a little fly. Back of second. Vandergrift to Esmond going out. Koff coming in. Coming in. And Koff makes the catch in front of Esmond. 2 away. Next up, Pittsburgh hitter Holly. On the season, batting .133. He has walked once. Catcher Warren sets his target. Valkenburg brings it to the plate. Base hit right field. Boo takes it on 1 bounce, and Holly is on with a single. Rebels hitter Ream. Ream not strong at the plate. This is his second game on the year. Nothing in 3 trips. Ream ready. Valkenburg set. Slow chopper toward Esmond. He charges. Barehands it. Makes the off-balance throw to first in time for the 3rd out. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. Nothing across. 1 left, no score. The Hoosiers will get a try at the bottom of the 2nd inning. The Hoosiers will have Esmond, Kaiser, and Warren here in the 2nd. Esmond to lead it off for the Hoosiers. He's a right-handed batter. Jimmy has had a few fall in, batting .273. The batter stands in. Pitcher Dixon set to go. The pitch. Swung on, and it's chopped down the first baseline. Ream takes the high hop. He flips to Dixon covering, and they get him. Kaiser, the hit, one away. Uncertain at the plate. Kaiser, ready. Berry, set. He brings it in. Check swing. They check with the first base ump. He went around. 2 away. Warren is the next hitter. Bill, a modest hitter. Dixon looking in. Dixon deals. Batted hard on the ground toward right. Diving stop by Lewis. Throws. And he makes the play to first to retire the side. So the Hoosiers go in order. Rebels due to bat. The Rebels will have Dixon, Savage, and McDonald here in the third. Pitcher Dixon to lead it off. On the season, he's 0 for 4. Batter waits. Warren sets up. Here's the delivery. It's up to the right side. Dolan fields it on the big bounce. He will flip to Valkenburg. And Dixon is retired. One out, third inning. We have Savage coming up to hit. The switch hitter will bat left-handed. Savage can get on for you. Warren set. The pitch to Savage. Check swing. They check with the third base ump. He punches him out. 2 down. Left-sided McDonald will bat next for Pittsburgh. Batter facing Valkenburg. Valkenburg gets set to work on him. The pitch. Check swing. Ball 4. And he trots down to first. For Pittsburgh, 2 away, 1 on. Here's Lennox to take his swings. Valkenburg looking in. First baseman Dolan right on the bag. Valkenburg with the pitch. Ground ball to Vandergrift. He's up with it. Over to Esmond covering second. It's by him. McDonald is safe at second. He retrieves the ball. And Lennox reaches. Vandergrift picks up an error. It's now Oakes the bat. He's their cleanup hitter. The Rebels have 2 gone. McDonald at second. Lennox at first. Rebel has 9 RBIs this season. Valkenburg on the rubber. Checks McDonald at second. Valkenburg cranks it up. Pop foul behind first. Vandergrift is over. He's under it and hauls it in. For the Rebels, no runs, no hits, and 1 Hoosiers error. They leave 2. They couldn't get the runners home. Another half inning gone. Still no score. The Hoosiers will get a try in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bottom of the lineup, Vandergrift, Boog, and Valkenburg coming up. Here's Vandergrift to start it off. Carl has been a reliable hitter. Berry crouched down now. And the pitch comes in. Hard 2 bouncer to short. Holly covers it plenty of time. Fires. Vandergrift is safe. High throw drew Ream off the bag. So the Hoosiers have a runner on the error. Score that E6 on Holly. Nobody out. 3rd inning. 1 on. Boo steps up to face Dixon. He swings from the left side. Unreliable at the plate. Catcher ready. quick move to the plate. Punch to left. It drops in safely. Savage collects the ball. Vandegrift is rounding second, but the coach is signaling to stop. He'll hold at second as the throw comes in, and Boog has a single. And that's the first base knock for the Hoosiers in this game. And that's his first hit this season. Next up, pitcher Falkenberg for Indianapolis. Vandegrift on second. Boog on first. No outs. Dixon on the rubber. Now Dixon ready. The delivery. Falkenberg squares. It's a beautiful bunt. Lennox barehands it and throws to first. High throw, but he tags him out. A sacrifice for Falkenberg. One out, third inning, 2 on. McKechnie will bat next for Indianapolis. The switch hitter batting left against Dixon. Batting .316. Bill has 2 RBIs this season. McKechnie steps in. Dixon climbs the mound. Righty against lefty. Berry sets up. Infield deep. The pitch is on the way. It's lined hard to left center. Oaks is racing back. It's in there for a hit. Oaks cuts it off in the gap. Vandegrift scores. Boog is around third. They're waving Boog in, and he scores. McKechnie holds it first for the single as the throw comes into second. So the single drives in 2, and the Hoosiers go ahead by 2-0 here in the third. 1 on, the bottom of the third inning. Dolan, the hit. Super speed down at first. Dixon gets set to work on him. He lets one go. Misses the strike zone. Dolan dabbles to first, and McKechnie moves to second. That was Dolan's first walk of the season. All right, next up, Hoff. Runners at first and second. 1 gone. Dixon will go to work on him. The pitch. Slow chopper toward Holly. He charges it. Scoops it. No play at second. Goes to first for the out, and the runners advance. Esmond now walks out to bat. 2 on, second and third. 2 down. Dixon looking in. Dixon watching McKechnie at third. Here comes the pitch. Esmond wallops this one to center field. It might be out of here. Oaks is to the wall. He has no more room. He's looking up. Leaps and grabs it. That one was over the wall, but Oaks brought it back in for the out. That'll do it for Indianapolis. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 miscue for the Rebels. They leave 2. They break the deadlock after 3. 2-0 Hoosiers. For Pittsburgh, it'll be Berry, Lewis, and Holly. To get it going for the Rebels here, Berry, he bats right. Falkenberg will go to work on him. He lets one go. Fastball, badly fooled. Strike 3, 1 down. One gone, 4th inning. Lewis steps up to face Falkenberg. Falkenberg looking in. The offering to Lewis. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Falkenberg slipped one by him. A pair of strikeouts for Falkenberg here in the 4th. 2 down. Holly is stepping up to hit against Falkenberg. He stands in. Falkenberg ready. The delivery. Rip and a miss by Holly, and that's a strikeout. Side retired. For the Rebels, 3 up, 3 down. After 3.5, Hoosiers up by 2. Kaiser, Warren, and Vandergrift due up for Indianapolis. Kaiser will get it started for the Hoosiers. He bats right. Kaiser steps up to the plate. Berry crouched down now. The pitch. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. 1 down. Warren up there. Bill waits. Dixon gets set to pitch. The pitch. Easy bounce out of Lewis. He stops it. Flips to first. In time. 2 away. Two outs. 4th inning. It's now Vandergrift the bat. Now Dixon ready. The pitch comes in. A little roller to the right side. Lewis pounces on it. The quick toss to Ream, and he nails Vandergrift by a step. 3 away. The Rebels retire the side in order. The score is still 2-0 Indianapolis as we go to the top of the 5th inning. The Rebels will have Ream, Dixon, and Savage here in the 5th. Ream leading off the 5th. Ream steps up to the plate. Pitcher Balkenberg set to go. Now the pitch. Slow bounder up the middle. Esmond is over. Good bounce. The throw to first. Bounces in the dirt. Dolan scoops it. And they get him. 1 away. Dixon comes up the bat. Now Balkenberg ready. He lets one go. It's a whiff. 2 away. Now coming up, Savage. Jimmy has a walk and 2 trips. Balkenberg gets set to pitch. The delivery from Balkenberg. Bounce to Esmond. He feels it. Takes his time. Throws over to Dolan. And Savage is gone. 3 away. For the Rebels. 3 up, 3 down. The score still 2-0. Rebels trail. For Indianapolis, it'll be Boo, Balkenberg, and McKechnie. Boo to lead it off for the Hoosiers. He hits from the left. An unlikely hero, although he has delivered in this game. He stands in. Dixon looking in. Dixon comes home. Boo pops it up behind the plate. Berry moves under it and hauls it in. 1 down. Balkenberg's up. Pitcher Dixon eyeing Balkenberg. Now he's ready. Dixon brings it. He pulled a string. Strike 3 called. 2 gone. Here comes McKechnie to take his cuts. Bill has a hit in 2 trips. He has 2 ribbies. McKechnie settles himself in the box. Dixon focuses in on the target. Dixon deals. Line to left center. Giving chase is Oaks. He hightails it to the track, and he snares it on the fly. Side retired. So the Hoosiers are retired in order. Hoosiers stop 2-0. Indianapolis will now face the Pittsburgh strength. McDonald, Lennox, and Oaks. Here's McDonald to start it off. Balkenberg is ready to fire it in. The pitch. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. 1 away. Lennox coming up. When the Rebels need a base runner, Lennox is a guy they want up there. Catcher Warren sets his target. He cranks and fires. Taken. Ball. Lennox walks. One gone. Sixth inning. One on. Oaks up. He's their cleanup hitter. Oaks is 0 for 2. Falkenberg will go to work on him. First baseman Dolan right on the bag. Falkenberg brings it to the plate. Base hit right field. Boogs after it. Spears it on one hop. Lennox is around second. They're waving him on. Here comes a throw. Here's a play at third, and he's just safe under the tag. And Oaks holds with a single. The tying run is on. One down, sixth inning, 2 on. Berry is stepping up to hit against Falkenberg. He's hitting 152. Claude has 4 RBIs this season. Falkenberg steps off to bring Oaks back to the bag. Now he's back on the rubber, still eyeing Oaks. Falkenberg poised. Hoosiers playing for the double play. Falkenberg brings it home, bounce to short. Esmond's up with it. He bobbles it for a second, fires to second, just in time. No play at first, and a run scores, and Berry is on at first. The Rebels are on the board, cutting that lead in half. And these fans just inched forward in their seats. That gives Berry 5 RBI on the season. Lewis is up next. Jack has done nothing in 2 trips. Falkenberg staring in, ready to work. Berry going with a pitch. It's a shot to left center. Kaiser is racing to the gap. He's under it. And he pulls it in. Rebels go down. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. A run on 1 hit. No errors. They score, but still trailed by 1. The score now stands 2-1. Hoosiers as we head for the bottom of the 6th inning. Here come the big guns for the Hoosiers. Dolan, Koff, and Esmond. Here's Dolan to lead it off. Not a long ball threat. Catcher ready. To the plate. Slow bounder to the right side. Ream to his right. Scoops it. Flips to Dixon. Just in time. 1 down, 6th inning. Koff is out to take his hacks. He hits from the left. Carrying a .579 average. Dixon poised. He brings it in. It's popped up in the air to the left side. Holly comes in. He's under it. And he makes the catch. Notch 2. Esmond walking up the bat. Esmond has done nothing in 2 trips. Dixon looking in at the target. It's drilled straight at center field of Oaks. He's there. Whoa! It's over his head. It must have knuckled on him. He's after the ball. He's at the wall. Esmond's around second. He's chugging toward third. There'll be no play on him. That ball was really smoked. For Esmond, his first triple of the season. 2 away. Esmond on third. Kaiser walks up. He bats right. He has not been a hitter of late. Catcher Berry sets his target. Dixon watching Esmond at third. Dixon brings it home on the hands. Popped up left side. Lennox is waving off the others. He's under it. He puts it away. That's 3 away. That'll do it for Indianapolis. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, so the Hoosiers failed to capitalize on the runner. We've played 6. Rebels still down by 1. Falkenberg will now face the bottom of the Rebels lineup. Holly, Ream, and Dixon coming up. Holly will lead off the 7th. A right-sider. Ed ready. Falkenberg gets set to pitch. The pitch. Swung on toward the gap. Boo races back. He stabs for it and makes the catch in the webbing. 1 away. Now coming up, Ream. Ream comes up there swinging. Not a patient hitter. Catcher Warren sets his target. Falkenberg deals. It's up to the right side. Dolan fields it on the big bounce. He will flip the Falkenberg. And Ream is safe. Dolan's throw was a little short. He'll pick up an error on that play. And that's the 2nd error for the Hoosiers. The tying run is on. It's now Dixon to bat. He swings from the right side. 1 out. Runner on first for Pittsburgh. Right-handed Falkenberg goes to the set position. He squares. Falkenberg comes home, and Dixon lays one down. Dolan fields it. He might have a play on Ream. No, he'll flip to Vandergrift, covering first. Dixon gets the job done. Ream moves down to second. The tying run is now at second base. It's now Savage to bat. He's their leadoff hitter. 2 gone. Ream on second for Pittsburgh. Savage has a walk and 3 times up. Good speed at second. If he scores, we're tied. Falkenberg shakes out his arms. Savage steps up to the plate. Now, ready. Falkenberg on the rubber. Now Falkenberg ready. McGraw looks on silent. Ream edges a bit more off second. The pitch. Slow chopper toward Esmond. He charges it. Surrounds it. Juggles it. He'll go to first. And that retires the side. The line for the Rebels. No runs, no hits, and 1 Hoosiers error. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. The score still 2-1. Rebels trail. Okay, all you Rebels fans listening at home, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. The Hoosiers will have Warren, Vandergrift, and Boo here in the 7th. Here's Warren to start it off. Uncertain at the plate. He stands in. Berry set. He lets one go. He swings, but he held up. And it's ball 4. Bill takes his base on the walk. That was Warren's first walk of the season. Nobody out. 7th inning. 1 on. Vandergrift up to hit. Carl will hurt you. Warren at first has legs. Dixon looking in at the target. And Vandergrift is bunting. Quick move to the plate, and he fouls it back. Strike 1. Again, he squares to bunt. And he fouls it back. Strike 2. Dixon delivers again. Vandergrift squares. Dixon deals. It's bunted down the third baseline. Lennox picks it up. Bobbles it. Fires to first. And gets him by a step. And Warren moves up. Well, Boo now walks out to bat. Batting 8 for Indianapolis. 1 away. Warren on second. Boo is 1 for 2, and he scored a run. Starter Falkenberg looking strong, but the Hoosiers could use a little insurance. Right-hander Dixon goes to the set position. And they are putting Boo on. Intentional walk. Mack will let Dixon take his chances with Falkenberg. All right, we have Falkenberg coming up to hit. One down, runners at first and second for Indianapolis. Up by 1. Dixon, foot on the rubber, righty against righty. Catcher ready. Infield playing in a few paces. The runners take their lead. Dixon now. Wrapped back to the mound. Dixon has it. Turns and fires to second. Back to first. Double play. And they get out of the inning. The line for the Hoosiers. 0-0-0. They leave 1. They waste the runners. Holding a slight edge. Rebels behind the Hoosiers. 2-1 for the Hoosiers. Their record 1-0 in one-run games for the Rebels. 3-0. Indianapolis will now face the Pittsburgh strength. McDonald, Lennox, and Oaks. McDonald to lead it off for the Rebels. On the day, he's 0 for 1. One free pass, and he gave himself up once. Falkenberg, foot on the rubber. Falkenberg takes a sign from Warren. Lennox waits on deck. The pitch. Swung on, and it's pulled hard to right. Boo races to the line. McDonald is trying for 2. Here's Boo's throw. McDonald slides and sneaks in there with a double. The tying run is now at second base. Okay, for Pittsburgh. No one out. Runner on second. Right-handed batter Lennox steps up to face Falkenberg. The Rebels need this one. Ed 0 for 2 with a walk, and he scored once. Unlikely to bunt here. Lennox, readying himself, rubs his wrist. Falkenberg inspects the ball, trying to find some magic. Does a little personal grooming. The Hoosiers lead the Rebels 2-1. The batter stands in. Turns his shoulder in. Taps the plate. Waits. Falkenberg is on the slab. Glances back at the runner. McDonald stretching his lead. He doubled to lead it off. Falkenberg turns and fakes a throw to second. McDonald takes a few steps back toward the bag. Falkenberg turns back to the plate. Falkenberg is back on the rubber. Now he comes home with it. Lennox started the swing. Did he hold up? They check with the first base ump. A base on balls for Lennox. So, runners at first and second. Nobody out. Down by 1. The top of the 8th inning. Oaks up to hit. On the season, Oaks has 9 runs batted in. Oaks has been up 3 times with 1 hit. Rebels, but is a possibility here. McDonald at second can fly, knock him in, and that knots it. Falkenberg, foot on the rubber. Next would be Berry. Claude is in the on-deck circle. Falkenberg will go to work on him. The pitch. He squares, bunted to the right side. Dolan picks it up. Looks at third. Now turns and flips to first in time for the out. A sacrifice for Oaks, and the runners move up. The tying run is now at third base. So Berry will bat next for Pittsburgh. A right-sider. McDonald at third. Lennox at second. 1 gone. Berry 0 for 3. Has a ribby. He's a contact hitter. On the season, Berry has 5 runs batted in. McDonald can walk home. He's a tying run. Berry brushes his shirt, rubs his wrist. Falkenberg shakes out his arms. He doesn't want to lose a plate here. Berry takes his place in the box, tugs at his cap, waits for the pitch. Falkenberg is on the slab. Warren crouched down now. They're pulled in around the infield. McDonald at third with his arms out, crouched. The pitch. High fly ball to left. Kaiser drifts over toward the line. He's under it. And makes the catch. Both runners are tagging. The coach has a windmill churning. He's trying to score. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And he's out on a close play. Double play. He held onto the ball. Oh, those Hoosiers. They snuff out the tying run. The coach was waving him on with 2 outs. He was going all the way. And they finished his story at the front door. That's 3 away. That'll do it for Pittsburgh. No runs on 1 hit. 1 left. They had a chance but could not convert. Rebels still with a 1-run deficit. We're at the head of the order for the Hoosiers. Dixon will face McKechnie, Dolan, and Koff. Well, McKechnie will get it started for the Hoosiers. Now batting .325. McKechnie is 1 for 3. He's driven in 2. Berry sets up. The pitch. Swung on, chopping ground ball up the middle. Holly is over. Stabs for it, and he's got it. Fires to first, in time. 1 away. The Hoosiers have 1 gone. Bases clear. Next up, Dolan. Dolan, 1 free ticket in 3 trips. Dixon focuses in on the target. The offering to Dolan. Breaking ball, ball 4. And Dolan trots down to first. And Dixon is given up 5. Free rides to first. 1 out, 8th inning, 1 on. Koff is stepping up to hit against Dixon. Koff walked once, he's 0 for 2. Dolan can motor at first. Dixon put on the rubber. Esmond swings 3 bats on deck. Now glances at Dolan. Dolan 2 full strides off first. He delivers. Swung on. Stride. There goes Dolan. The throw tags him. Out at second, and they just sold the insurance policy. That might have been a broken play. We didn't catch the sign up here, and that's the Hoosiers. Second time caught stealing. 2 away. So Koff steps back in. Catcher Berry sets his target. The pitch. Koff puts a charge into this pitch. It might fly. Savage races back to the wall. He times his leap and comes down with a glove full of dead homer. Terrific play. Side retired. That'll do it for Indianapolis. Nothing across. They maintain their thin lead. The score still 2-1. Hoosiers leading. Lewis, Holly, and Ream due up for Pittsburgh. Here's Lewis to lead it off. Hitting .219. Jack 0 for 3. Falkenberg positions his mitt. Batter in the box. Waits. Falkenberg toes the rubber. Falkenberg looking in. The pitch. Slow tapper toward second. He could beat this out. The quick snap from Vandergrift. And Lewis is out at first. 1 away. One out, 9th inning. Here's Holly to take his swings. Holly has been up 3 times with 1 hit. Now hitting at 152. Holly steps up to the plate. Lowers the bat an inch or 2. Waits. Falkenberg sets up on the rubber again. He wheels and deals. Lofted down the line to right. Boo racing over. He won't get it. He cuts it off. Holly wisely holds first. He's on with a single. The tying run is on. Ed with his 2nd hit in this game. Holly on first. 1 down. Reams up. Cy 0 for 3. Holly can motor at first. Falkenberg is on the slab, shakes off the sign. Now Warren is running out to the mound. They're talking it over. And now Warren is trotting back. Here we go. Pitcher Falkenberg set to go. Rebels, skipper Mack walking down the bench. He's going to his bench. So Ream leaves. Mack sends the lefty Manaski to the plate. He shoulders a bat. Manaski to face Falkenberg. Mike will hurt you. Real speed at first with Holly on. Manaski still not in the box. Falkenberg wipes sweat from his hands. Falkenberg works the ball with his hand. Batter in the box. Waits. Falkenberg on the rubber. Now glances at Holly. First baseman Dolan perched right in front of the bag. Now he throws to first. And Holly is back easily. Falkenberg gets the ball back. Now he's set again. A toss over to first. And Holly steps back to the bag. Now Falkenberg is back on the rubber. A toss over to first. And Holly steps back to the bag. Now Falkenberg is back on the rubber. Falkenberg now. Manaski pounds it on the ground. Vandergrift stops it on one hop. Shovels to Esmond for the force. And he leaps over Holly. Then guns it to first. In time for the double dipper. The Rebels fall. They have lost this game. The Hoosiers prevail. Our apprehension is released. Falkenberg has a solid hitter. He went the full route. That's his third complete game of the season. Here's the line for the Hoosiers. 2 runs on 3 hits. They committed 2 errors. They lead home. For the Rebels, a run on 4 hits, 1 error, and they lead 7. Falkenberg gets his second win. His record now 2-1. Dixon takes his first loss. His record now 1-1. So that winds up this 3-game series. Hoosiers take the series 3-0. For the Hoosiers, they are hot. Now with 5 straight wins for the Hoosiers. Overall, they now stand at 7-2. With this win, they move into undisputed first place. The Rebels now with 4 losses in a row. And this game is in the books. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from Indianapolis. Final score, Indianapolis Hoosiers 2, Pittsburgh Rebels 1. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you Chicago Chi-Feds baseball. Here on WAPBA, you always have a front row seat. Today, we're coming to you from Chicago, where the Terrapins will meet the hometown Chi-Feds before a hostile crowd. Overall, they now stand at 6-2, having lost 2 in a row. This is the third of a 3. Game set. The Chi-Feds have been shut down by the Terrapins so far. The Chi-Feds take the field here in the first. Schendel has set his opening slate. Beck at first base. Farrell at second. Stanley, the shortstop. Fritz at third. The outfield consists of Walsh in left field, Wickland in center field, and Zwilling over in right. Wilson is behind the plate and on the mound for the Chi-Feds, the right-handed Hendricks. Now this is Hendricks' third start of the season. His record, 2-0. He won his last 2 starts. He's been tough. 14 straight innings without yielding a run. Claude has worked 19 innings. His ERA is sublime 1.42. He comes at you. He will be facing Terrapins starter right-hander Suggs. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Here's Meyer to lead it off. So far at the plate, he's hitting .343. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked once in his 37 trips. The batter stands in. Catcher ready. Here's a pitch from Hendricks. He goes the other way. It's roped hard to right. Zwilling's after it and takes it on the bounce. Meyer has to hold first. He's on with a single. One on. Kirkpatrick gets set to bat against Hendricks. Enos has been a reliable hitter. Hendricks steps off to bring Meyer back to the bag. Now he's back on the rubber, still eyeing Meyer. Pitch of Hendricks set to go. Hendricks kicks and deals. Smoke to right. Back on the ball goes Zwilling. Can he run it down? Yes, he can, and does. That's out number 1. Meyer is tagging, but they'll hold him there. 1 away. First inning. 1 on. Next up, Zen. Guy can hit. Right-hander Hendricks ready. The pitch. Zen swings. Strike. And Meyer takes off to second. Wilson turns it around fast. Nails him. Wilson got rid of that ball in a hurry. They lose a runner. Terrapins tried to score the first run, but Wilson had other ideas. 2 gone. Zen ready to take on Hendricks again. Hendricks looking home. The pitch from Hendricks. High pop foul. That should make the stands. Chasing it is Beck. But it's several rows back. A fan has a present for his little girl. A brand new baseball. Strike 2. So Zen steps back in. Hendricks looking in at the target. The 2-strike pitch. Zen lofts a routine fly ball to center. Wickland drifts under it and hauls it in. Side retired. For the Terrapins, no runs, 1 hit. So they do not tally. Terrapins, nothing. Chi-Feds coming up. For the Terrapins, their record now, 4-4. With 2 straight wins. In the league, they came into the game 3rd. In batting average, at .285. 3rd. In slugging, 3rd. In on-base percentage, 4th. In ERA, at 4th. The Terrapins take the field here in the first. McGraw has set his opening slate. Swasina at first base. Nabe at second. Doolin, the shortstop. Kirkpatrick at third. The outfield consists of Meyer in left field, Zen in center field, and Duncan over in right. Russell is behind the plate and on the mound for the Terrapins, the right-handed Suggs. Now this is Suggs' 3rd start of the season. His record, 1-1. He's coming off a win. George has worked 16 innings. His ERA at 2.81. Wickland will get it started for the Chi-Feds. He bats left-handed, hitting .267. 2 homers, 12 RBI. He'll wait for his pitch. In the box now. Suggs ready. The pitch. That's high and deep by Wickland. Zend is on the run. On the run. It's starting to tail away from him, and it drops in. Wickland is headed to second. He's into second ahead of the throw for Wickland. His first double of the season. Wickland down at second. No outs. Farrell's up. Farrell has not found his stride yet. His average at 115. Wickland at second has the speed. In the box now. Suggs sets up on the rubber. Righty against lefty. Glances back at the runner. Wickland stretching his lead. He's on with a leadoff double. Suggs spins and fakes the pickoff to second. Wickland steps back towards second. Suggs is back on the rubber. He lets it go. Grounded to the right side, and Nabe gloves it. No play at third, and he flips to first. In time. One away. Wickland moves up. One out, first inning, one on. Here's Drilling to hit for the Chi-Feds. Batting left. On the season, carrying a .438 average, 1 homer, 8 ribbies, 4 walks in his 36 trips. Drilling, now ready. Suggs climbs the mound. Pitcher Suggs eyeing Drilling. Now he's ready. Infielders in. Wickland with a good lead off third. He delivers. Upstairs with a fast one. Drilling doesn't offer. And Suggs gets the call. He's out on strikes. And Suggs is pumped. 2 away. And he gets a big strikeout with Wickland threatening on third. Okay, Wilson up to bat. He's their cleanup hitter. The Chi-Feds have 2 down. Wickland on third. He's contributing with the bat, batting .304. Catcher ready. Suggs looks Wickland back to third. The pitch. Ground ball to first. Oh, it takes a wicked bounce. Swasina covers it and touches the bag to retire the side. Nice play. He stayed with that ball beautifully. The half for the Chi-Feds. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 1. Baltimore due up. For Baltimore. Here in the second, Duncan, Swasina, and Doolin. Well, Duncan will lead off the second. Ice cold bat. Vern hitting .167. Vern steps up. Wilson crouched down now. Hendricks winds and fires. Grounded towards Stanley. He feels it. Takes his time, throws over to Beck. And Duncan is gone. 1 away. All right, 1 away. Base is empty. For Baltimore. Next to bat for Baltimore is Swasina. Slow start for Harry. His average at 200. You don't see Harry on much. Hendricks looking home. The pitch. Line drive base hit to right. Swasina rounds first. But Drilling wings it back into Farrell. And Swasina will settle for a single. 1 out. Swasina on at first for Baltimore. Doolin is out to take his hacks. To date, offensively, he's hitting .250. He has 2 RBIs. He's walked 3 times in his 31 trips. Swasina at first has wheeled. Batter facing Hendricks. Wilson ready to receive. The runner's going. Line toward first. Hits over his head. Drilling's got a long way to go. Swasina races to third. They're waving him home. The throw from right field. Too late. Swasina scores. And Doolin is into second standing. So a run scores on the Doolin double, and the Terrapins go ahead by a run, 1-0, second inning. That gives Doolin 3 RBI on the season. Okay, Russell the hit. One away, Doolin standing out at second. Uncertain at the plate on the year. 1 for 3. He's walked once. Russell waiting for Hendricks. Pitch of Hendricks set to go. Doolin extending his lead. The pitch, ground ball to second. Farrell to his left. He fields it. No play at third, and he flips to first. In time. 2 gone. Doolin moves up. Nabe gets set to bat against Hendricks. The Terrapins have 2 outs, 1 on at third. Nabe has not found his stride yet. His average at 185. Nabe settles himself in the box. Right-hander Hendricks ready. Checks third. Hendricks fires it in. Breaking ball. Bounced up the middle. Farrell is there. 2 outs. He flips to first. And they get him. That's 3 away. The line for the Terrapins. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1. They move ahead in the game. Chi-Feds on the short end, 1-0. Beck, Walsh, and Fritz to bat next. Beck to lead it off for the Chi-Feds. He bats left. Fred starting off well, hitting .290. Suggs gets set to work on him. The pitch to Beck. Grounded toward Doolin. He feels it. Takes his time, throws over to Swasina, and Beck is gone for the first out. Walsh walking up the bat. Austin, a modest hitter. This is his 3rd game to date. 0 for 2. Walsh stands in. Suggs gets set to work on him. Now the delivery. Walsh slaps one to the right side. Swasina moves for it, and he spears it. Waves off Suggs, and he steps on first for the out. 2 gone. Now coming up, Fritz. An unlikely hero. He stands in. Suggs staring in, ready to work. He cranks and fires. Swung on, a squibber in front of the plate. Russell is out. He's up with it. The throw to first. And it's high. Fritz safe. Score that an error on Russell. For Chicago. Fritz on at first. 2 outs. Next to bat for Chicago is Stanley. The switch hitting Jim will bat left here. Stanley not strong at the plate. This is his 2nd game. To date, he is 0 for 1. Suggs is ready to fire it in. Suggs delivers. And he misses. Ball 1. Stanley back in the box. Now Suggs ready. The pitch. Chopper back to the mound. Suggs gloves it. He flips the Swasina at first for the out. That'll do it for Chicago. Nothing across. The Terrapins fumble once. 1 left. The score still stands 1-0. Chi-Feds down as we head for the top of the 3rd inning. For Baltimore, it'll be Suggs, Meyer, and Kirkpatrick. Suggs leading off the 3rd. At the plate this season, he's 1 for 5. George waits. Now Hendricks ready. The pitch. Swung on. Routine fly to left field. Walsh drifts over. He's under it. No trouble. And he covers it. 1 down. Meyer up the bat. Batter waits. Catcher Wilson sets his target. To the plate. Driven to right. It's playable. Zwilling moves under it and hauls it in. 2 away. Now coming up, Kirkpatrick. Catcher ready. Hendricks winds and fires. Slow ground ball right side. He could beat this out. The quick snap from Farrell, and Kirkpatrick is out at first. 3 away. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway through the third. Terrapins stop 1-0. The Chi-Feds will have Hendricks, Strickland, and Farrell here in the third. All right. Pitcher Hendricks to lead it off. Offensively this season, he's 1 for 5 and walked once. Hendricks in the box. Russell set. The pitch from Suggs. Slashed into the hole. Nabe to his left. He has it. Over to Spacina. Hendricks is gone. 1 down. Next to bat for Chicago is a left-hand hitting Strickland. He's the top of the order. Suggs gets set to pitch. Now he comes home with it. Lined to right center. That's good for extra bases. Zend is chasing it down, but there's nothing he can do. Strickland cruises into second. That's his second double of the game. For Chicago. 1 down, 1 on, down by 1. Farrell now walks out to bat, hitting from the left side here. Good speed at second. Farrell now ready. Suggs climbs the mound, checks Strickland at second. Strickland at second takes a big lead. Suggs kicks and delivers, swung on and missed. Suggs pulled the string, and Farrell was way out front, made him look bad. 2 away. One on. Now Zwilling to face Suggs. Left side batter. Deft-footed Strickland at second. Suggs is ready to fire it in. Strickland moves another step away from second. And now the pitch. A shot toward the hole. Goes by Doolin and into left. Meyer is racing in for it. Strickland is well around third. They're waving Strickland in, and he scores. Tie game. As the throw comes into second, Zwilling holds it first for the single. So the single drives in 1, and the Chi-Feds have tied this game. And Zwilling now has 9 runs batted in on the season. Wilson is the next hitter. Wilson stands in. Suggs comes set. Now the pitch. Swung on, strike. The steal is on. They'll have trouble catching him. The throw. Safe. High throw. That's his third steal of the season. Wilson stands in again. Catcher Russell sets his target. Zwilling stretching his lead. The pitch, line toward short. Just out of reach. Meyer is chasing it. Zwilling is well around third. They're waving Zwilling in, and he scores. As the throw comes into second, Wilson holds it first for the single. So the single drives in 1, and the Chi-Feds go ahead by a run, 2-1 here in the third. And Wilson now has 3 runs batted in on the season. 2 away, third inning, 1 on. We have Beck to bat for the Chi-Feds. He bats from the left side. Beck steps in. Russell set. The pitch. Slow chopper toward Doolin. He charges. Barehands it. makes the off-balance throw to first, and the side is retired. For the Chi-Feds, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. 1 left on. Chicago goes out in front. We've played 3. Chi-Feds with the edge, 2-1. Chicago will now face the heart of the Terrapins lineup. Zen, Duncan, and Swasina coming up. Zen leading off the 4th. Zen ready. Hendricks gets set to pitch. Hendricks brings it home. Paints the black. Strike 3 called. 1 away. Duncan's up. Base is clear. 1 gone. Hendricks prepared to work. Here he comes. Slow roller toward third. Fritz has to rush his peg. And he gets his man, and that's the second out. Swasina is up next. Wilson set. He cranks and fires. Swasina waves at 1 in the dirt, and he's a strikeout victim. Side retired. Hendricks sets them down in order. Chi-Feds up 2-1. The Chi-Feds will have Walsh, Fritz, and Stanley here in the 4th. Walsh to lead it off. Suggs looking in. The pitch. Base hit center field. Zen is over. Scoops it up, and Walsh holds first for the single. And that's his first hit this season. Here comes Fritz to take his cuts. Good speed at first. Russell set. Suggs into his motion. Delivers, wrapped back to the mound. Suggs knocks it down, picks it up. Throws quickly, out at first. Walsh moves to second on the play. Notch 1. One away. 4th inning. 1 on. Next up, Stanley. Stanley waits. Pitcher Suggs set to go. Pitcher steps off. Suggs is back on the rubber. The pitch from Suggs popped high to the left side. Kirkpatrick drifts back. Back! He stabs for it and makes the catch. 2 away. And Walsh holds at second. For Chicago, 2 down. Runner on second. Pitcher Hendricks up. Suggs gets set to work on him. Suggs kicks and deals. Grounded hard to short. Doolin fields it. Over to Swasina at first. And that retires the side. That'll do it for Chicago. No runs on 1 hit. 1 left. So the Chi-Feds fail to capitalize on the runner. Chi-Feds up 2-1. Doolin, Russell, and Nabe to bat next. Here's Doolin to lead it off. Hendricks poised. Swung on. Hot smash to Farrell. Just out of reach. And Doolin is aboard with a single. The tying run is on. Second. Safety for Doolin. Russell is now up. Harvey is 0 for 1 on at first. Mickey with dazzling speed. Hendricks on the rubber. Wilson sets up. First baseman backed right on the bag. The pitch, strike 3. Russell swung right through it. That's 1. All right, 1 away. Doolin on at first. For Baltimore. Baltimore now sends Nabe to bat from the right. Nabe made an out in his first at bat. Right-handed Hendricks goes to the set position. Doolin going with a pitch. Here's the pitch. It's a pitch out. Nabe with a desperation swing, and he makes contact. It's a bleeder to the right side, and it's through. Farrell moved toward second base, and he hit it right through the hole. Doolin hustles into third, and Nabe is on with a single. A textbook hit and run. The tying run is now at third base. Suggs comes out to face Hendricks. Bats right. The Terrapins have one out. Runners at first and third. Hendricks sets up on the rubber again. Now Hendricks ready. Suggs squares. Butted on. Foul back to the screen. Strike one. Suggs stands in again. Hendricks climbs the mound, checks the runners. Infield back at double play depth. The runners take their lead. Hendricks brings it to the plate. Off balance swing. Missed. Strike three. Two down. And he gets a big strikeout with Doolin threatening on third. Two on. The top of the fifth inning. Meyer comes out to face Hendricks. Bats right. Benny is their leadoff man. His average now at .351. Benny has 3 RBIs this season. He singled earlier. Hendricks on the rubber. Eyes narrow as he peers in for the sign. Cradles the ball in his glove and waits. Checks the runners. Speeded Doolin edging down the line. Hendricks fires it in. Swung on. It's back to him at the mound. It's off his glove. Hendricks scrambles. The throw to first. And he gets him. The line for the Terrapins. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave 2. The Chi-Feds have held them. The score is still 2-1 Chicago as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the order here for Chicago. In the 5th, Wickland, Farrell, and Drilling. Wickland will get it started for the Chi-Feds. He swings from the left side. Hitting .312. Wickland waiting. Pitcher Suggs eyeing Wickland. Now he's ready. He delivers. Swung on. Texas Leaguer to right. Wickland rounds first and holds. Third. Safety for Wickland. Next batter, Farrell. He's hitting .107. Wickland at first is a speedster. Suggs staring in, ready to work. Swung on, blind to short. He leaps, caught. Wickland scampers back. One gone. Wickland on at first toward Chicago. Drilling, advancing to the bat. Hitting .441. Startup Hendricks looking strong. The Chi-Feds still after a little insurance. They lead by 1. Suggs prepares to come home. Wickland well off first. The runner's going. Here's the pitch. Grounded deep into the hole. Doolin is over. He's got it. The long throw to first. 2 away. Wickland moves up. One on. Next up, Wilson. Art, 1 for 2. 1 RBI. Wickland at second can turn it on. Russell sets up. Wickland stretches his lead off second. He delivers. Wide of the mark. And Wilson walks, setting up the force. And that's the first walk issued by Suggs. Well, the Chi-Feds have 2 down. Wickland on second. Wilson on first. The bottom of the 5th inning. Now Beck to face Suggs. He's hitting .273. On the season, Beck has 8 runs batted in. Beck takes his stance. Suggs set. The runners take their lead. The pitch. Beck slaps one to the right side. Swasina moves for it, and he spears it. Waves off Suggs, and he steps on first for the out. 3 down. For the Chi-Feds, no runs on 1 hit. 2 left. So the Chi-Feds fail to cash in on the 2 runners. We've played 5. Terrapins down 2-1. Chicago will now face the Baltimore strength. Kirkpatrick, Zen, and Duncan. Kirkpatrick to lead it off for the Terrapins. He bats right. Kirkpatrick steps in. Hendricks prepared to work. The pitch. Cut on, way out in front. Strike 3. 1 away. Terrapins hitter Zen. Wilson ready to receive. The pitch. Lofted to center. Wickland has the range and the bead. And he puts it away. 2 away. Now coming to bat for the Terrapins, Duncan. Duncan is hitless in 2 at-bats. Hendricks is ready to fire it in. He delivers. Routine grounder to second. He's up with it. He flips the back, and they get him. 3 away. So the Terrapins go down 1-2-3. Terrapins trailing by 1 as we go to the home half. Walsh, Fritz, and Stanley to bat next. Walsh to lead it off for the Chi-Feds. He's a lefty. Not much power. He stands in. Suggs gets set to work on him. To the plate. Slash toward short. Doolin jumps. Hits over his head. Single for Walsh. That's Walsh. Second hit of the game. For Chicago. No outs. 1 on. It's now Fritz the bat. He swings from the right side. Let's see if he can outperform his advanced billing. Walsh has the speed to score on a double. Batter waits. Suggs will go to work on him. Here's the pitch. Fritz pops it up behind the plate. Russell moves under it, and he's got it. 1 away. Here's Stanley to take his swings. The Chi-Feds have 1 out, runner on first. Not known for long-distance hitting. Chicago started Hendricks pitching well. The Terrapins want to hold them here. They're down by 1. Stanley steps in. Russell sets up. Suggs delivers. Stanley pounds it on the ground. Nabe stops it on 1 hop. Shovels to Doolin for the force. And Doolin will hold the ball. The toss was just a little wide and tough to handle. Stanley is on it first. 1 on. Here's the pitcher, Hendricks. And the fans are giving him a hand. Suggs gets set to pitch. He wheels and deals. Wide by a hair. Free ticket to first from Hendricks. And there's a runner in scoring position. And that's only the second walk issued by Suggs. 2 on. The bottom of the 6th inning. Next up, Wickland. He's their leadoff hitter. His average up to 333 from 267. Already with 3 hits in the game. On the season, Wickland has 12 runs batted in. Wickland steadies his bat. Suggs set. And a pitch. Swung on. It's a high fly to shallow center. Zen runs in on it. He's under it. And makes the catch. 3 down. The half for the Chi-Feds. No runs, 1 hit. They leave 2. So the Chi-Feds fail to cash in on the 2 runners. After 6, it's still 2-1 Chi-Feds. For Baltimore, it'll be Swasina, Doolin, and Russell. Swasina leading it off. Pitcher Hendricks set to go. Hendricks comes home. Fly ball right field. Drilling is there. And he makes the catch. 1 down. Right-handed batter Doolin now walks out to bat. Wilson set. Now Hendricks comes home with it. Lofted deep to center field. Quickland roams over. He has it measured. He hauls it in for out number 2. Here's Russell coming to the plate. Russell has done nothing in 2 trips. Harvey does not get extra base hits. Catcher ready. The pitch from Hendricks. Russell pops it up behind the plate. Wilson moves under it and hauls it in. 3 away. The Chi-Feds retire the side in order. The score still 2-1. Chi-Feds leading. Okay, all you Terrapins fans listening at home, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back while it's root for the home team. They don't win, it's a shame. Well, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out at the old ball game.
Baltimore will now face the Chicago strength. Farrell, Drilling, and Wilson. Here's Farrell to start it off. He'll bat from the left this time. His average at 103. Batter facing Suggs. Suggs looking in. Suggs comes to the plate. Swung on, fly ball right field. Duncan moves under it, backpedals, and takes it in. 1 down. One down, 7th inning. Drilling steps up to face Suggs. He swings from the left side. He's hitting .429. The hitter stands in. Russell ready to receive. Now Suggs pitches. Spanked sharply to Kirkpatrick. Brutal bounce. The quick throw across the diamond got him. And that's out number 2. Chi-Feds hitter Wilson. Wilson has been up 3 times with a hit and a walk. 1 RBI. Arch steps up. Suggs prepared to work. The pitch. Check swing. He held up and he walks. Chi-Feds hitter Beck. Beck 0 for 3. Beck relaxes himself at the plate. Suggs staring in, ready to work. The offering from Suggs. Low. Wilson is trying for the steal. Russell turns it around fast, tags him. Safe. Wilson has a swipe. That's his 3rd steal of the season for Chicago. Their 2nd stolen base in this game. So Beck will get back in there. Suggs focuses in on the target. Wilson at 2nd takes a big lead. Suggs comes to him. Ground ball to Kirkpatrick. He gloves it. He'll go to 1st and gets him by a stride. For the Chi-Feds, 0-0-0. They leave 1. They waste the base runner, holding a slight edge. We've played 7. Terrapins still down by 1 for the Chi-Feds. Their record 1-0 in one-run games for the Terrapins. 1-1. The Terrapins will have Nabe, Suggs, and Meyer here in the 8th. Here's Nabe to lead it off. He bats right. Nabe has a hit in 2 trips. Hendricks toes the rubber. Suggs still has his jacket on. The pitch comes in. Pulled sharply to Fritz. Room service bounce. The long throw to first. And they get him. 1 down. Suggs is scheduled to hit. We'll have to wait to see if he bats for himself. Hendricks sets up on the rubber again. Hendricks to the wind. Loop to right. Drilling racing in. If it stays up, he'll get it. Coming hard. Still coming. And he makes the catch. 2 down. Two away. Meyer walks up. Meyer 1 for 3. Kirkpatrick on deck, toes the dirt, waiting. Hendricks prepared to work. Hendricks winds up. Meyer belts 1 to right center. Base hit. Wickland is over. Meyer is going for 2. And he pulls up at second as the throw comes into Stanley. On with a double. The tying run is now at second base. Second safety for Meyer. 2 gone, 8th inning, 1 on. The next Terrapins batter is Kirkpatrick. Enos is hitless in 3 at-bats. Benny at second has great speed. That's the tying run. Kirkpatrick wipes his left sleeve across his forehead. Hendricks works the ball with his hand, climbs up to the mound. Enos stands in. Now ready. Hendricks on the rubber. Checks Meyer at second. Terrapins manager McGraw looking at his score sheet. He's calling on his reserves. They're replacing Kirkpatrick. Boucher is enlisted to hit for him. Bats right. He waves that bat like a wand. Walks confidently before the crowd. Boucher to face Hendricks. We do not have a scouting report on this guy. This is his second game. To date, he is 0 for 1. They really do not want to waste this run. Boucher wipes his left sleeve across his forehead, pumps the bat several times. Hendricks shakes out his right arm. The Chi-Feds lead the Terrapins 2-1. Boucher in the batter's box, leans in. Hendricks foot on the rubber. Jaw tightens as he gets a sign. Zend is in his batting stance on deck. Right-hander Hendricks ready. Meyer moves quietly toward third. Hendricks brings it home. Loop to right. Toward the gap. Drilling's after it. Cuts it off on the bounce. Meyer is around third. They're waving Meyer in. Here comes a throw home. Boucher is going for second. Here's a play at the plate. And he's safe ahead of the throw. Tie game. And there's a play at second. A throw. And Boucher is safe easily. And Boucher's speed gets him in there. The go-ahead run is now at second base. So the single drives in 1 big run. Oh, those Terrapins. They have tied this game. And this crowd has gone silent. And that's his first hit this season. That's Boucher's first run batted in of the season. 1 on, the top of the 8th inning. We have Zen to bat for the Terrapins. A very steady hitter. Guy is 0 for 3. Zen posts his hands on the bat. Hendricks positions his mitt, climbs up to the mound. Guy at the plate, works his back foot. Guy has a look of determination on his face, knocks the bat handle twice on the plate. Now ready. Hendricks on the rubber, glances back at the runner. Boucher now with an aggressive lead. The pitch popped high in front of the plate. Wilson tosses a mask away and waits, steps back into foul territory, and makes the catch. That'll do it for Baltimore. A run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. They have tied this game. This game is even at 2 runs each after 7.5. For Chicago, here in the 8th, Walsh, Fritz, and Stanley. McGraw, always thinking, moving from right field to third base. Duncan. Boucher. He is now playing right field for Baltimore. Walsh to lead it off for the Chi-Feds, hitting from the left side. Austin has 2 hits and 3 trips. Not a home run threat. Infield is drawn in slightly, gloves low. Alert for the bunt. Suggs works the ball with his hand. Batter in the box. Now ready. Suggs is on the slab. Positions the ball behind his back. Suggs gets set to pitch. Suggs comes to him. Routine grounder to second. He's up with it. He flips the Swasina, and they get him for out number 1. We have right-handed Fritz to bat for the Chi-Feds. Harry 0 for 3. You don't see Harry on much. Suggs foot on the rubber. Stanley swings 3 bats on deck. Chi-Feds manager Schendel looking at his score sheet, trying to stir up a little magic. For those of you scoring at home, Fritz will leave the game for the Chi-Feds. Zeider will bat in his place. Bats right. He shoulders a bat, walks confidently before the crowd. Chi-Feds hitter Zeider, so far hitting .212. He has 3 RBIs. He's walked 5 times in his 38 trips. Zeider has patience. Zeider can turn a single into a double. Raleigh at the plate works his hands on the bat handle. Waits for the pitch. Suggs toes the rubber, stares down the hill for Russell's sign, slowly twirls the ball as he glares in. Stanley to bat next. Suggs deals. Zeider dribbles it to a third. Duncan will have to hurry. The snap throw to first in time to retire Zeider. That's 2. Two down, 8th inning. Stanley is stepping up to hit against Suggs. Jim does not get extra base hits. Stanley is hitless in 3 at-bats. The batter stands in. Now ready. Suggs poised. Chi-Feds manager Schendel looking at his score sheet. He's going to his bench. Coming in to bat for Stanley. Tinker. That's Stanley. Now Tinker to the plate. Bats right. He shoulders a bat. Heads out. Here's Tinker coming to the plate. To date offensively, hitting at .485. Joe has 1 homer on the season, 5 ribbies. He has yet to walk. Everything's been clicking for Joe. Hitting streak now at 8. Suggs looking in at the target. The pitch. Swung on, chopping ground ball up the middle. Doolin is over. He bobbles it and hurries his throw. Swasina has to come off the bag to get it. Tinker reaches. Doolin picks up an error. The Terrapins have now committed 2 errors. The go-ahead run has reached. Hendricks is scheduled to hit. We'll have to wait to see if he bats for himself. Pitcher Suggs set to go. The pitch. Routine fly ball set to field. Zen backs. This should do it. He's got it. 3 down. That'll do it for Chicago. Nothing across. 1 miscue for the Terrapins. 1 left. That's 10 men left on base in this game. Coming into this game, they were 7th in leaving runners on with 53. Pretty good. Another half inning gone. Scores even at 2 runs each in the 8th. Duncan, Swasina, and Doolin to bat next. Zyder, he'll be playing third base for Chicago. Tinker remains in the game, now playing shortstop for the Chi-Feds. Here's Duncan to start it off. Batting 148. Duncan is 0 for 3. Hendricks works the ball with his hand. Duncan in the batter's box. Now ready. Hendricks sets up on the rubber again. Now Hendricks ready. Hendricks with the pitch. Taken for a strike. Duncan goes down looking. He stood there like the house by the side of the road and watched it go by. 1 away. Here's Swasina to take his swings. Swasina has been up 3 times with 1 hit, and he scored once. Now hitting at .212. Swasina has the speed to manufacture a run. Batter in the box, turns his shoulder in. Plays a little flute with his fingers on the bat handle. Waits for the pitch. Hendricks toes the rubber. Catcher ready. Schendel looks on silent. He comes home. Swung on, chopping ground ball up the middle. Tinker is over. He bobbles it and hurries his throw. Beck has to come off the bag to get it. Swasina reaches. That should be an error on Tinker. And it is E6. The go-ahead run has reached. So for Baltimore. 1 gone. Swasina on first. Doolin the hit. Doolin has 2 hits and 3 trips. He's driven in a run. Mickey has raised his average from .250 to .290 in this game. Doolin preparing himself, hitches his pants. Hendricks bends for the rosin bag. Fiddle hitches out there. Doolin takes his place in the box. Waits. Hendricks on the rubber. Righty against righty. Hendricks prepared to work. A little glistening on his upper lip. They're holding Swasina. But he's well off the bag. Now he comes home with it. Swung on. It's a high fly to center. Quickland roams over. Plenty of room. He squeezes it, and they are now 2 away. Swasina is tagging, but they nail him to first. Two away, 9th inning, 1 on. We have Russell coming up to hit. Russell is 0 for 3. Harvey does not get extra base hits. Hendricks is on the slab. Eyes narrow as he peers in for the sign. Now glances at Swasina. Terrapins, manager McGraw, looking at his score sheet. He's calling on his reserves. You can mark Russell out for the Terrapins. Simmons will bat in his place. That's right. He shoulders a bat. Strides toward the box. Simmons walking up the bat. On the season, batting .258. He has walked once. Simmons readying himself. Hendricks stretches his arms above his head. The ump is dusting off the plate. Simmons in the batter's box. Waits. Hendricks on the rubber. Checks the runner. Swasina well off first. Throw to first. He's back. Now Hendricks is back on the rubber. The pitch comes in. Swung on. Strike. Swasina breaks for second. Here's Wilson with a throw. The slide. Out at second. And that cost them a lead getter. And that's the Terrapins. Second time caught stealing. 3 down. For the Terrapins. No runs, no hits, 1 error. So they do not score. No change here. Score even at 2 runs each in the 8 1/2. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Top of the order here for Chicago in the 9th. Quickland, Farrell, and Zwilling. Boucher moves from right field to catcher. Simmons. He'll be playing right field for Baltimore. Wickland will get it started for the Chi-Feds. He's a left-handed batter. Al has raised his average from 267 to 324 in this game. Wickland is 3 for 4, and he scored a run. Suggs wipes sweat from his hands. Wickland takes his place in the box, waits for the pitch. Suggs climbs a mound. Wickland with 3 hits already. Suggs poised. Suggs comes home. Strike 3, and it gets away from Boucher. He picks it up, fires to first. And they get him, 1 away. Here's Farrell. Farrell is without a hit in 4 at-bats. The Terrapins defense on the ready. Farrell has the speed to shake things up. Farrell takes his place in the box. Waits. Suggs put on the rubber. Right-handed Suggs goes to the set position. A little glistening on his upper lip. Now Suggs pitches. Hot smash to Nabe. Takes it on 1 hop. Over to Spacina at first for out number 2. All right, the next Chi-Feds batter is Drilling. 2 away. Dutch has a hit in 4 trips. He's driven in a run. He's stolen the base. And he scored once. Drilling is a threat for the extra base hit. Over in the on-deck circle, Wilson stalks Suggs. Suggs does not want to face that average. The ump wants to look at the ball. Now he returns it to Suggs. Drilling in the box. Waits. Suggs put on the rubber. He leans in for the sign from Boucher. Wilson waves a weighted bat on deck. Suggs is ready to fire it in. Schendel looking on. Here he comes. Slice to Duncan. Room service bounce. The long throw to first. And they get him for the final out. So the Chi-Feds go quietly. Chi-Feds, Terrapins, even at 2 runs each. Hope you don't have anywhere to go, because it ain't over till the lady sings. We're going to extra innings. Bottom of the lineup, Simmons, Nabe, and Suggs coming up. Simmons up. To date offensively, hitting .258. He's walked once in his 33 trips. Simmons knows how to get on base. A walk is as good as a double for Simmons. Hendricks positions his mitt. Hendricks bends for the rosin bag. The ump using his broom to clean off the plate. So now, Simmons takes his place in the box. Taps the barrel on the plate. Waits. Catcher Wilson sets his target. Now Hendricks comes home with it. Hot smash to Farrell. Takes it on 1 hop. Over to Beck at first. 1 down. One down. 10th inning. Nabe up. Otto 1 for 3. Nabe in the batter's box. Leans in. Hendricks is ready to fire it in. The offering from Hendricks. Fly ball center field. Plenty of room. Wickland is there and takes it in. 2 away. Suggs is scheduled to hit. Wilson sets up. Terrapins. Manager McGraw looking at his score sheet. You can mark pitcher Suggs out for the Terrapins. McGraw not letting him bat. He's sending Lobert to the plate. Bats right. He grabs a bat. Heads out. So Suggs gets his innings. He pitched 9 full innings. He yielded 2 runs on 7 hits. He can win the game if they go ahead in this inning. Lobert getting ready to go. Not in there for his bat. This is his 2nd game. To date, he is 0 for 1. Frank at the plate. Taps the plate. Leans in. Hendricks ready. The pitch. They're screaming a liner, but right at Beck. He snatches it in midair. That was scorched. Terrapins gone. Hendricks sets them down in order. Score 2 all into 9 1/2. For Chicago, it'll be Wilson, Beck, and Walsh. Wilhelm is coming on to pitch for the Terrapins. Wilhelm throws from the right. He has a lofty 27 ERA. This is his 3rd appearance. He's worked 3 2/3. His record, 2 losses. It's his game to win. Wilson will get it started for the Chi-Feds. Wilson, 4 trips to the plate, 1 hit and 2 walks. Has a ribby. He's stolen the base. Hart has a good eye. The Terrapins defense on the ready. Wilson has the speed to shake things up. Wilhelm wipes sweat from his hands. Sticks his glove under his arm. He's down on one knee tying a shoelace. Wilhelm inspects the ball, trying to find some magic. The ump using his broom to clean off the plate. So now, Wilson in the batter's box. Taps the barrel on the plate. Now ready. Now Wilhelm ready. Now Wilhelm comes home with it. Wilson hacks at it and shoots it skyward into short left center. That could be trouble. Doolin puts on a burst of speed. Zen won't be able to reach it. Doolin cannot get it. He had to leap over a sliding Zen to avoid a collision, and Wilson holds first for the single. So here we go, sports fans. The game winner is now at first. Hart with his 2nd hit in this game. Okay, folks, listen up. For Chicago, no outs. Wilson on first. Next up, Beck. Beck 0 for 4, hitting at .257. He's not much of a risk to bunt. Wilson can motor at first. Beck brushes his shirt, wipes his hand across the letters. Wilhelm bends for the Rosenbag. Batter in the box. Waits. Wilhelm put on the rubber. His motion stopped. Walsh swings 3 bats on deck. Now glances at Wilson. First baseman Swasina perched right in front of the bag. Throw to first. He's back standing. Wilhelm gets the ball back. Now he's set again. A toss over to first. And Wilson steps back to the bag. Wilhelm gets the ball back. Now he's set again. Here's a pitch. Swung on. Strike. And there goes Wilson. Boucher comes up throwing the slide. Tagged. Safe. That's his 4th steal of the season, and that's the Chi-Feds' 3rd stolen base in this game. So here we go, sports fans. That puts the winning run in scoring position. Beck in the box. Now ready. Wilhelm put on the rubber. Checks Wilson at second. Wilson edges a bit more off second. The pitch. Beck squares. It's bunted to the first base side. Swasina picks it up. Looks at third and goes to Nabe, covering first for the easy out. Beck gets the job done. Wilson moves to third. So the Baltimore defensives have been breached. The winning run is now on third base. One on. It's now Walsh the bat. Austin 2 for 4. He does strike out. A chance to drive in a run here. Wilson at third can tag and go. Walsh can win this one for the Chi-Feds. Walsh pulls at his sleeve, hitches his pants. Wilhelm wipes sweat from his hands. Walsh in the batter's box. Waits for the pitch. Wilhelm on the rubber. Poker face as he gets Boucher signed. Righty against lefty. Right-handed Wilhelm ready. The Terrapins are looking for the play at the plate. Wilson with a head fake at third. The pitch. Hard bouncer to Nabe. He dives. And it's through. It's all over. Wilson scores easily. And that's it. The Chi-Feds have won it. Spurred on by the disciplined leadership of Schendel, the suspense is resolved. Walsh has won this game with a clutch 10th inning hit. Finished with 1 out here in the 10th inning. The Chi-Feds won a squeaker 3-2. Here's the line for the Chi-Feds. 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 miscue. They lead 11. For the Terrapins, 2 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. And they lead 4. Hendricks gets the win, his third. His record now 3-0. Wilhelm takes the loss, his third. His record now 0-3. So that winds up this 3-game series. Despite this loss, Terrapins take the series. Chicago with 1 wins. Baltimore 2 for the Chi-Feds. Overall, they now stand at 7 and, let's see, 2. That's it for this time. Until next time, this is WAPBA and Ernie Harwell saying so long from Chicago. Chi-Feds take this one from the Terrapins, 3-2.